There's not enough good things I could say about today. So let's go in order of simplicity. One, it's Sunday, or Yom Rishon in Hebrew, the first day of the week. Interesting how the word weekend, you think of Saturday and Sunday, but it's actually that week ends on Saturday and it's a week start today on Sunday. First point. Second point, in the Hebrew calendar, yesterday Shabbat and today are Rosh Chodesh. Rosh, head, Chodesh, month. It was a new month. It was the ending of the month of Av, which is a Babylonian name. And today's the beginning of a new month of Elul. And that is the 11th month of the year. And Rosh Hashanah is 1 month away. Then, I don't know if many of you know this, but there are 4 Jewish New Years. And one of them is today. I'll explain the other 3 first. The first Jewish New Year in a month is when you celebrate Rosh Hashanah. And you blow the shofar, and that is the beginning of a new year. However, biblically, it is the 7th month. Okay? When was the first month? The first month was when the Egyptian Exodus took place. That was in the year 2448 years from the time of creation. So that would be the first month, HaChodesh HaRishon. And the Torah, the Bible specifies that it says, HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem Rosh Chodashim. This month, the first month in the spring, is the new year. Okay. Then, the third new year is called Tu B'Shvat. Not the number 2, but it's an abbreviation of the day of the month. Tet and Vav is 15th of the month of Shvat. And that was mid-month, the full moon, Tu B'Shvat, and that is the new year for plants. Tu B'Shvat Chag La'ilanot, for trees. And then finally, you have a new year that is today, and that was the new year for the cattle tax, the animal tax. And that would be annually, whatever the increase of your population of the cattle count, you would offer up tithes, and you would offer up 10% of that as a cattle tax, that you would donate your animals that were part of that 10% to the Levites in the temple, and also the Kohanim also had to eat something. So that is why today is the 4th Rosh Hashanah. Recap, the one that's coming up, Rosh Hashanah in September, blow the shofar. Number 2, Tu B'Shvat, the 15th of the month of Shvat, which is usually in March. Then the first month of the year when we had the Exodus, which was in springtime, and then one today. So you have 3 events. 1, a weekly event. 2, you have this monthly event of a new month. And 3, you have this annual event of Rosh Hashanah LaBehemot, the Rosh Hashanah for the animals. So how do you know when it was the new month? In temple time, there was no calendars. So the routine was that not pros, just any 2 regular guys that looked up in the sky and said, I see the new moon. It's Rosh Chodesh. They would run to Jerusalem and speak to the priest, the Kohen, point it out to him, and then the priest would announce, if he confirmed it, yes, it's a new month. I see the crescent. Let's start counting the next 29 or 30 days. So that is how it started. Then, once it was known in Jerusalem, there was a torch lighting system from mountain peak to mountain peak, and that it said that they would light the torch, the next town would see it, they would light the next torch, and that the message would get out as far as even Babylonia in about 9 minutes time. So the message traveled quickly. So let's come back to yesterday. Haftorahman. Did we read the Haftarah for the Torah portion of Re'eh? And I'll say, nope. Then you'll say, well, yeah, of course, because it was the Shiva de Nechemta, the 7 weeks of comfort. And then you'll say, no, we didn't do that either. We read the Haftarah. Yes, it's from the book of Isaiah, but it was on Rosh Chodesh for the new month. So that is the Haftarah that we read yesterday. So there are many, many things about Rosh Chodesh that many people don't realize or fully appreciate, that for over 1,000 years, Rosh Chodesh was observed as if it was like a Shabbat. It was a holy day. People took the day off. And here's some of the other things that they would do. They would bless the upcoming new moon, the new month, and they would also have special prayers that they would say. Again, it came from the Torah saying, HaChodesh hazeh lachem, Rosh Chodeshim. It was the first mitzvah given to the Jewish people that you count the time. What day is it? Why is that so important? Look at this. There was the no moon that became the new moon, and then there was the full moon on the 15th of the month. Now that full moon, you could tell it's a full moon. Guess there's at least 5 Jewish holidays that were on the 15th of the month, because they would look up in the sky and they go, it's a full moon. But they had been counting as well. Tabernacle, Sukkot, 15th of the month. Purim, Shushan Purim, 15th. Passover, 15th. We mentioned Tu B'Shvat, the 15th of the month of Shvat. And there was the Tu B'Av, which was called the Jewish Valentine's Day. So it was very important to know what day of the month it was. Now, there was special Tehillim. Psalms said, we said Hallel yesterday, 6 chapters from the book of Psalms. So here you can see that there were many important customs that were said in prayer. Ya'aleh v'yavo, let's go up and let's come to the city of Jerusalem to celebrate. There was a second Torah taken out, a second Torah scroll that spells out Uvarashei Chodshechem, on your new months. So here we even go outside for the first few days of the new month to look up at the month, and it's called Kiddush Levana, that you're sanctifying the moon. So there was a lot of different excitement and celebration for every new month that would start. But what happened? It fizzled. So I know how I feel when I'm coming into Shabbat. Feel relaxed, no work. So now I'm trying to imagine what was the energy like to have on Rosh Chodesh. What was that energy? It's a new month. Many of the months, except for one, had a holiday. And how would you feel? What was the feeling of a new beginning, a new spiritual start? So I invite all of you to do some mental homework, think about it, and let me know what you come up with. You could send me a message. God bless you. Shavua Tov. Have a good week, Abigail. Rosh Chodesh Tov, the new month of Elul, and Shana Tova. Today is the new year for the cattle tax. You got a triple play.